What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to attempt to build a magnet engine in Trailmakers. Now, if you have any cool ideas you want me to try, let me know in the comments down below, and let's get right into this. So I actually have a couple of ideas for these magnet engines, but I think today I'm going to try the Rotary one. Not in the sense of a Mazda Rotary engine, but you'll see what I mean eventually. First and foremost, however, I need to demonstrate a very crucial point that I will need to adhere to while building this engine. So as you can see right here, I've got a tractor beam, which I'm going to call a magnet going forward, and a free moving hinge. If I turn the magnet on, absolutely nothing happens, and that is because the tractor beam block actually has no effect on anything that is attached to the creation that it's attached to. So if we go over here, you will see that I actually have a creation that is two creations attached by a detachable block, and if I remove that detachable block and turn on my magnet, it actually has an effect on that free moving hinge. So this engine will actually have to be two creations that get broken apart and, stabilized in relation to one another, but that is the only way that I'm going to make this work. So I'm going to start building a very basic framework for this engine. I have no clue if it's going to work. It might be very crude at first, but if you guys like this idea, I will be more than happy to refine it going forward. So let's get rid of these guys and start building the initial frame. First, I'm building a very basic base that is going to be pinned to the ground, because if it's not pinned to the ground, then we're going to be in trouble. And then I'm going to start making the actual, rotational portion of this engine. For the rotating shaft, I'm basically going to use these servos right here, and I'm going to set them to 0 strength, 360-degree angle, and obviously no controls, because otherwise it's not actually, being powered by the magnets. I am just pressing buttons and it moves. So I've got a bit of a test going on here, because I need to determine the minimum side-to-side distance that I can have between the magnets, because I don't want magnets to basically control rotors that they're not meant to be controlling. So if I activate 1, as you can see, it starts lifting it up. If I activate 2, also starts lifting it up. 3 definitely lifts it up. 4 definitely lifts it up. Oh my goodness, we're just breaking stuff now. 5, however, is already not affecting it, which is nice, and neither is 6. So I think the minimum distance that I have to have is basically 10 block units. That's going to be a very long engine if I wanted to have 4 rotors, which I do. So I guess that's what we're going to have to go with. There is a chance I might be able to get away with a smaller side-to-side distance, because the rotors aren't actually going to be in the same position at the same time. However, we can figure that out when we get there. So let's keep building this whole thing. Here we go. I'm still having a hard time calling this a rotor, because it's clearly not a rotor. If anything, it's like 1/4 of a rotor, because we're gonna have 4 of these. So let's just call it by a very technical term, spinny-majigger. All right, we got 1 spinny-majigger here, and I need 4 more of them, displaced by 90 degrees each time. So let's do that. And there we go. Now I know I didn't follow my 10 block spacing rule, but I'm curious if this might actually be okay, because only one of them will technically be in this position at any point in time. So I guess we'll find out. And if it doesn't work out, we can just space them out even more. Now, of course, no engine is complete without some kind of flywheel, so let's build a flywheel. There we have it. Looking pretty good. Now I have to put another servo on this end, and we can cap it off. Let's actually double up on the flywheel here. Perfect. Oh man, this looks crazy so far. I am digging it. Now, granted, the flywheel might have to get moved a little bit further away. You know what? Let's just do that now, because I don't want it to be affected by the magnets. All right, perfect. Looking good. Let's drop this thing down. Just just out of curiosity. Oh, I think one of the servos is actually not configured. There we go. And now it's already wanting to rotate. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. So now comes the challenge of actually building our magnets around this and, figuring out some kind of timing system. Now, I think what I'm going to do is try and make one of these rods spin and then we can, you know, replicate the design and essentially do it for all of them, and hopefully have 4 magnet forces that are sequenced, that are basically, you know, spinning all these things around and around and around. You know, these spinny-majiggers. That's right, we're calling them spinny-majiggers. I already forgot about that. So as you can see, I've built a bit of a base around this. It's attached by detachable blocks, and when this whole thing drops down, we're going to detach them. Now, I need to figure out a way to get this thing started as well, you know, when it's actually just completely stable, or rather, as you can see, when I drop it down, it does want to try and spin a little bit, and sometimes it doesn't spin at all, like it's doing right now. So I'll have to have some kind of starting system, but I'm sure I can figure something out. For now, let's just build one of the magnets and see if we can actually get this thing to move. I'm actually going to shift some things around here because it'll be easier for me if the one that's facing upwards is the first one. Perfect. Now I can sleep soundly at night. Let's get the first tractor beam out here. And I'm actually going to put it on movable pistons, I think. I think that might be beneficial for the future. Let's add a base to the magnet. And let's put a seat on this and just do a really quick test. I'm gonna detach all that. Excellent. And now if I press 1, as you can see, it actually, it's rotating, and it is rotating faster the more I go. I did miss a stroke there. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I definitely messed something up there. I didn't add any pin blocks to the magnet base, so whoops. Let's add some pins to the bottom of this. Alright, the magnet base is pinned, and we shouldn't have that issue again. I actually think we might need to extend this base outwards a bit, simply because the magnet, when it's this close to the spinning-majiggers, it's they're actually going to interfere. So that's also my bad. Let's give this another go. And that is actually too far from our spinning-majigger there. So if I bring this out, there we go, perfect. I think this might actually work. Nice, this is cool. Now we gotta automate it though. So I'm going to copy the whole magnet system over, 3 more times, and then we'll see if I can somehow sequence it. I actually just want to check too if they're going to interfere or not. That's going to be a big thing. There we go. Now I've got 4 of them. I definitely don't think I have the reflexes to, sequence this manually, but we can give it a try. We can see what kind of nonsense I can cause here. We can bring our pistons outwards, and let's start. Oh my god, I'm actually doing it. And I don't think they're interfering with one another. Okay, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be so cool. Now, guys, is the important part of actually triggering the magnets when they need to be triggered. And I think I have an idea for that. My idea is to use distance sensors to basically sense the spinning-majiggers and trigger the magnets at the right position. So I need to build, I guess, some distance sensors on pistons so that I can also, change their location and see if that, changes the operation of the engine in any way. And then we can give that a try. Let's do this. I'm getting really excited about this. So let's get a distance sensor out. We can place it right here, like so. And I'm going to put it on some pistons as well. Actually, I guess I might need to place it like here, because I need to account for the the piston length. And once again, the reason I want the distance sensors on the pistons is because I want to be able to play with the timing of the engine, because I think that's going to be pretty crucial in the whole operation of the thing, especially if I want to make it more efficient. Maybe I can even do some kind of speed control with that, but we'll get there. One thing at a time. Okay, so I have one sensor set up here. Let's drop this whole thing down. Let's detach. And as you can see, when that sensor senses the spinning-majigger, it activates the magnet. This is cool. I can also change the position of this, right? So I can lower this. Interesting. Why is it pulsing like that? I'm so confused. It's like sometimes picking it up, but sometimes not. Is it just becoming too fast for it? Is it speeding it up so much that it's just not triggering it? Huh, that might actually be the case, guys. Okay, well, let's try and suck it in a little bit too. Different pulsing here. Look at that. Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna copy this whole system over, and we're gonna see how this runs with all 4 magnets firing. This is cool already, though. Oh man, I'm getting so hyped. All right, let's do this. Now, I know from my experiments with some supersonic stuff that the distance sensors are not very accurate in the sense of, like, if you want to achieve like precise location trigger. They're not the best use of that, as I found out. So I might have to figure something else out in the future, guys. But I think for now, for the first, kind of like magnet engine concept, this will suffice. Let's copy it all over and make 4 of these. Oh my goodness. Is it actually working? Ha ha ha! This is awesome. Wait, how is it? What? That shouldn't be working. It's still all one creation. This shouldn't be working. What the heck? What is going on? I am so confused right now. Can somebody explain to me? Oh no. Okay, well it was already moving, so it definitely messed some things up. I don't understand. How is it not what? How is it working already? I never disconnected anything. Oh my goodness. I also think I'm going to move these a little further away since clearly they're still within the magnetizing range. So I'm going to put these on longer pistons and we can move them further away. And that way I can, I can bring them in when I want to. That is so odd, man. Just another day of breaking Trailmakers. So I have a bit of a startup system made now, so it's not just going to run away on me right away. I've got an OR gate. Here, let me jump out. I've got an OR gate linked up to 4 AND gates. The distance sensors are linked up to the AND gates, and each AND gate corresponds to each of the magnets there. However, I am realizing, as you guys can see right here, let's wait for it to pass this distance sensor, it gets triggered twice, and I think that is because I'm using the tubes, and the tubes have a space in between them, so the distance sensor gets triggered twice. I don't know if this is good. I don't think it's good, so I might have to actually replace my my spinning jiggers with something else, which is fine, but we can keep trying it like this for now. Now I want to make some kind of starter for the flywheel, but kind of like a mechanical crank starter, nothing that actually spins, because I don't want the engine to be spun artificially, I guess you could call it, in any way. So let's build some kind of crank system. Alright, let's give this a try. I'm actually curious if this will work. Ha! That's awesome. That's awesome. That works really well, actually. Let's give this whole thing a go. Let's give it a try. Oh, what? Could we not? Oh my goodness, it's like freaking out on me, man. Alright, let's press E. Detachable blocks are off. It's already spinning when I drop it, and the pin gets away from my starter mechanism. So maybe I need a bit of a... I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so now, when I press 1, this should move out of the way, and a second later, this should start the whole engine up. Well, I guess just crank it over once, and then these pistons will also get sucked in and just kind of, get out of the way. Let's test that theory. I'm pressing 1, moves out of the way, starts the engine up. Nice! That is awesome. Is this working is the question. How is my timing doing? Let's adjust the timing on these guys. There we go. Is this actually working now? This is cool. Now let's play with some variables here. I'm going to extend my distance sensors all the way in. That does seem to speed it up. What if I move them back in? It's definitely a little bit slower, which makes sense because the inside of the spinning jiggers comes around faster than the sooner than the outside of them. Now what if I lower this whole thing? So this is all the way down. It's definitely slower. Let's see if as I raise them up, what's gonna happen. All the way up, they're not triggering. Okay. I wonder if I really do need to make the spinning jiggers solid instead of tubular, And it seems like the distance sensors aren't always being triggered, which is very odd. Yeah, you know what? Let's replace the spinning jiggers with some solid objects. This is awesome, though. Technically, we have a working engine. Or I guess it's more of a constant speed generator, Alright, let's give this a try. Let's fix the spinning jiggers up. That looks like it might work better, but who knows? Let's just try it. Let's start the engine up. Nice. Okay. How we doing? I wonder if the magnets need to... I wonder if I need to be able to raise and lower the magnets as well. It does seem a little bit more consistent now, though. Oh boy. We're getting some interesting oscillations now. Firing pretty quickly, though. There's not a whole lot that you can actually do with something like this. I mean, unless... I don't know if I'll ever be able to power a vehicle with this type of engine, But I think as a start, this is very cool. Yeah, I think I need to be able to raise and lower the magnets as well. I'm gonna quickly work on that. I definitely think we're getting some kind of literal misfire here, you know? I'm not sure where it's coming from, whether it's the distance sensors or not, but you guys let me know if you figured it out. Sometimes you need a third perspective, you know? Alrighty, the magnets can now be moved up and down and inwards and outwards, so let's see if this helps. Let's start the engine up. Activate the magnets. Oh my goodness, this is wanting to go pretty... Oh my gosh, it almost broke. We lost all sound. What happened to the sound? Is it just going so fast now, or what? I don't understand. I need to be able to hear the ticking to know if it's going faster or not. Huh, I think it's slowed down, actually. Yeah, it slowed down, and now we can hear the ticking again. Lots of jittering going on. I wonder if I can attach another magnet to the rotor base, and then magnetize that to the magnet base. Okay, so now I've got a magnet on the magnet base. I've got a block to magnetize to on the rotor base. Let's see if that helps us. E to drop the detachables. And now I magnetize that. Perfect. I'm not hearing any sounds again. This is so weird. Technically, I think having the distance sensors in this position is going to give me maximum speed, but I can't be sure. It's firing pretty quickly though, that's for sure. Definitely a lot more stable this way as well. Ooh, I actually think I have an idea how to potentially measure the speed of this. And I think that's the last thing I'm going to do for this video, guys, because I can probably play with this for a very long time and figure out how to make it better. I definitely want to brainstorm more. I definitely want to see if I can give it like proper throttle control and stuff like that. But the magnets only output a constant force, so I'm really going to have to figure out how to do that. So actually, let's put a speed sensor on this and see if I can monitor it. I'm going to place it on the flywheel because that is probably the only way that I can really do it. Where are you, little camera block? Oh, but it's going to be on the rotor. That's tough because I'm not actually attached to the rotor base, so I wouldn't be able to control that. Dang it. Well, I think the solution to this is actually pretty simple. I'm just going to put another seat here, and that way I can hop into it and I can check the speed of the engine. So let's do that. I'm an idiot. The speed block doesn't actually tell me how fast I'm going. My goodness, I'm stupid. Seems to me the only way to test something like this is to put a seat on it. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh no. Is anybody feeling up for getting a little nauseous? Because that's what's gonna happen. I'm still not hearing the clicking. That's so odd. It's certainly working. Let's see if I can get into one of these seats. Oh my goodness. 65, 66. Okay. Good to know. It just yeets me out. Let's just play with the min-max of the timing here. So fully outwards this way and fully outwards this way. Let's go see what kind of speeds I'm getting. 45, 43, 42. Are we slowing down? It's slowing down. I don't think it's liking this. I think this timing is too wonky for it. Around 26, 27 it seems to have settled at. 25, no, it's slowing down again. So it definitely doesn't like this at all, actually. Let's just change that. There we go. Brought him down a little bit. Let's see what kind of speeds we're getting now. 37, 38, 39, 40. I just wanted to stabilize at one speed, you know? Oh, it seems to be going around 40, 41 now. Okay, that's good. 42, no. No, don't go 40, don't go faster. Clearly, it's around 41, 42, 43. Excellent. Okay, let's lower our distance sensors even more. That seems faster, actually. Oh my goodness, 72. Nice. 75. Definitely faster. 80, speeding up. Oh man, this is awesome. So clearly adjusting the position of the distance sensors in relation to the spinning jiggers is having an effect on the speed of the engine, which is pretty cool. I think that's really neat. I'm curious to know if oh wait, can I actually control things? Oh my god, I can control things from here. That is awesome. That is so cool. So if I bring the magnets all the way inwards, I'm getting about, see, it's slowing down like almost into the 70s. If I bring them further away, it actually speeds it up well into the 90s, I think. Come on. Yeah, see, we're getting 91. Nice. Okay. Now, what if I suck my my distance sensors in here? We're slowing down, which does make sense, I think. And if I bring them all the way outwards, then we're going to speed up again. Nice. This is so cool, man. What if I bring them all the way down here? No, see, we're slowing down again. Okay, interesting. Speeding up. Perfect. Now if I go all the way up, we're slowing down again. So there's definitely a happy point for this engine in terms of like the distance sensor timing. Man, this is cool. Well, guys, what can I say? I think I succeeded in building a magnet engine. It was definitely a journey, you know? There was definitely some stuff that I had to figure out, and I'm excited to, you know, try building more of these. I actually didn't try lowering these guys down. Is that gonna make it better? Ooh, we're getting more speed out of it. Interesting. Can I get 100? I just want 100. Come on, 95. I see 95. Can I get the 100? I just want 100. Yes, I saw 100. I saw it flicker 100. Amazing. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. Once again, give me some other cool ideas to build. I want to do more with magnet engines. I just have to do a little more brainstorming, you know, maybe figure out some more intricate throttle systems, maybe even try building a different style engine, you know, not a rotary one, but like an oscillatory one where the pistons go up and down and you don't have spinning jiggers. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!